The solo series starts in just over 2 weeks, and I actually want to do well, but there's only one slight problem. I am terrible at solos, like really bad. So bad in fact that I struggled to get 5 kill wins in ranked. Yeah, no, I read the comments. So if I really want to get good at solos, there is a lot I need to improve on. And for episode 1 of my realistic road to pro, it's time to master W keying. Now most people think that W keying is just running at as many people as possible and dropping a high amount of kills, and although at a glance that might be true, there's a lot more to it than that. So in today's video I'm going to try and learn everything from the basics all the way up to the most important parts of W keying, with the goal of being able to W key everyone in a tournament by the end of the video. But before I can start learning anything, I need to get unwashed. I haven't played this game in over a month, so the first step is warming up. The best thing to do after a break is jump straight into aim training, because the biggest thing that changes is your mouse control. So after 30 minutes of some really boring Kovacs, I was already feeling a lot better. Next, I hopped into Raiders Mechanics Training V5. Since it's a new season, I want to learn the new guns before I play any real matches. I started by using the new AR and different long-range aim trainers. Supposedly this is the best AR this season, so I wanted to make sure I was comfortable with it. Then I moved on to box fight aim, getting used to the 2 new shotguns, which are both really different to the Sentinel pump from last season. The new Wrecker revolver is actually really good, especially when used as a double pump, and then the sweeper shotgun is absolutely god awful. But if I get stuck with it off spawn, it's better to know how to use it. Once my mouse control was feeling better, I moved on to mechanics. I went into my nothing but freebuilds map and started freebuilding. Starting at 0.8 times speed to warm up my crosshair placement, then 1.2 times speed for my timing, finishing on normal speed until my mechanics felt as good as they used to. Finally, it was time to do some actual fighting. I started with some basic 1v1 build fights, which went pretty well, and then finished with a few 1v1 realistics. I even played some tournament late game after this, but I don't think you need to see that. At this point I was fully warmed up and ready to get to W keying. Now the first thing I need to do is learn the fundamentals. Even though you're going to think that these are super basic, I guarantee that 90% of you still don't do them all of the time. Every fight should go something like this. Step 1, find your opponent. Step 2, deal significant damage to get the advantage. Step 3, set up the fight safely. Once they box up or go for a counter, take safe peeks they can't deal free damage back. And finally, step 4, end the fight as quick as possible, keeping up the pressure until they make a mistake you can capitalize on. The mistake I make a lot is at step 3. When I hit someone hard, I get over aggressive and run straight at them, which usually means they can get counter damage for free. This then ends up with us both healing, or worse, they flip the fight in their favor. So instead of rushing, the goal is safe peaks and high pressure until I can close it out cleanly. If you draw these 4 steps into your muscle memory, it's going to massively help no matter your skill level, and the best way to do that, jump straight into solo ranked. Since it's a new season, I need to start my journey to Unreal anyway, and there's no better way to do that than W keying everyone I see. First, I need to start drilling those fundamentals into my muscle memory. The way I did this was by playing 3 hours of ranked a day, every day for 3 days. And you might be thinking, why so much ranked? But don't worry, this will all make sense in a minute. On day 1, my goal was to test out all of the new drop spots. I landed at each of them, then tried to W key as many people as possible afterwards. At first it didn't exactly go to plan, but by game 3 I had started to find a rhythm, and I was playing okay considering it was my first proper ranked game in a month.
Yay, our first kill of the season. That took 3 games. Jesus. Get out. Oh god, it's this medallion.
Then I came across this guy, and although he probably wasn't the greatest player in the world, thanks to some very dumb shockwave plays from me, I ended up going down. The rest of day 1 was pretty average.
I was all there, buddy!
Only managing 3 or 4 kill games before dying in the top 10. I think my main problem right now is that my fights take too long. Even though I'm W keying everyone I see, with ranked games being so dead, I struggle to get many kills before the endgame. My best game being a 4 kill win at the end of the day. Yeah, not great. Day 2 started a lot better than day 1. At this point I was already back into my practice routine, free builds, aim training, and then finishing by learning 2 things from Destiny's Jesus Fighting Masterclass, which you can actually use code SHADOW to get 20% off, link in description. And this meant coming into game 1 of Ranked, I was ready to W key anyone I saw, so that's exactly what I did.
Get out. Ah, he's gone. What the hell? He just got ran over. What are you doing? Wait, I just got shockwave through the... That was through my builds. I'm stuck. Get out! What are you doing? What? Nice.
The rest of day 2 wasn't amazing, a couple of 4 to 5 kill games, but I was still having the same problem. I take too long in fights. This causes me to either make a mistake and die, or just not eliminate players quick enough to drop high kill games. So coming into day 3, I was hoping to do a lot better, but that definitely didn't happen. My best games were only 5 or 6 kills with a lot of off-spawn deaths. Clearly there was a lot of problems with my gameplay, but honestly that's actually a good thing. And I know that makes no sense. How is me getting obliterated in ranked a good thing? Well, the most important part of W keying is what you do after your games. VOD reviewing is the most important thing you can do if you're trying to improve. Instead of mindlessly playing practice maps or 1v1ing your friends, you can structure your practice around what you're actually bad at. By W keying everyone in ranked, you end up with a huge amount of replay footage to use for VOD review. Now, when it comes to VOD reviewing, it's not as simple as just clicking where you died and watching the last few seconds. Although that's definitely helpful, in Fortnite the mistake that caused your death could have happened way earlier. I usually start by looking through every fight, even the ones I won. You may notice you took way too much damage but still managed to win a fight, or that you positioned yourself badly afterwards, which then led to you dying. It also helps to watch from your opponent's POV. This shows you when you are visible on their screen, helping you to identify bad peaks or opportunities you gave them. From all of that, you can make notes and structure your practice around what you need to work on. Although ranked is great for getting content to VOD review and practice your fighting, W keying in a tournament is even more helpful. So for my first tournament of the season, I played the solo ranked cup, trying to W key as many people as possible. Game 1 I landed at Shining Span, and not long after landing it was straight into W keying.
Oh my god, through the tree. Oh my god. Where the hell did this guy come from? Get out. Oh my god, I'm lucky I had crush pads. Get me out of there. Bro, I feel bad. Why are you fighting me? This is how we're doing it, is it? We're getting us both killed.
I ended up using way too many maps on late game rotates and went down, but a 10 kill 4th isn't too bad for the first game. And coming into game 2, I figured I still wouldn't be in that high of an elo, so it was straight back to W keying.
Nice. How the hell do you lose that? What are you doing? Whoa! Oh, did we get chopped? Nope.
Unfortunately, with a bad water zone and after rotating too late, I got lobby sprayed and died in 9th. Game 3 was pretty uneventful, just chilling on dead side looting and fighting whoever I ran into. This meant that by the end game I only had 3 kills, but then I got W keyed by the guy with all the medallions.
Get out!
Yeah, he got humbled pretty quickly. But we're not going to talk about what happened after that because I completely sold and ended up coming 3rd. In a ranked cup like this, if you play somewhat safe, it's actually really easy to make consistent endgames. But I was playing too safe. I wasn't taking enough risks and I was constantly starting fights I didn't finish. This meant by the endgame I'd only have 2 or 3 kills, and this continued all the way up until my last game. So, if I wanted a decent placement and good VOD review content, I had to W key more people.
Oh my god, this thing's nuts. Let's go!
There you have it, I actually got a win in my last game. Not many kills, but I ended the tournament in 7th overall. Not bad. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.